Give us your latest take on when major landfall will be made and how severe this could be.
Well, here at FEMA, we are prepared for landfall this evening, overnight into tomorrow. It really depends on what that final track is into the Carolinas. It could go direct onto land, or it could skirt the coast, which could really dump a lot of rain along that coast and could be a tremendously dangerous situation.
So tell us a little bit about the level of preparations you guys have and what your operations there are on the ground.
Sure. Well, we've deployed personnel, equipment, and commodities from Georgia all the way up through Maryland. And those are including response teams, like a swiftwater rescue response teams from all over the country that have descended onto those areas to provide immediate response should they be needed. It also includes communications assets and vehicles to make sure that we can get across any kind of flooded area that we might be required to do. That's a high water vehicle. That includes flat bottom boats, anything you can imagine you might need in a torrential flooding scenario.
And Dan, it is really that rain and flooding that is the fear here, is that right?
Absolutely. We still have a wind event. It's still a hurricane, so we have to be cautious and you have to take cover from the wind. But you're absolutely right. This is primarily a water event, meaning the storm surge, which could be up to 13 feet along the coast, as well as in the low-lying areas that are really at risk, even inland, from 20, 30, even 40 inches of rain that will cause tremendous inland flooding.
There are always questions, Dan, about whether FEMA has enough resources and personnel and money, really, to deal with what's ahead of it. How would you qualify that right now after questions last year about whether FEMA had enough funding from Congress to do its job?
Well, we have plenty of funding available in our disaster relief fund right now, so we definitely have the funding to take this response on, take it head on. We also have plenty of personnel that are deployed. And remember, it's not just FEMA, it's our state and local partners that are really providing that first response. FEMA's there to support, to fill gaps, to provide assistance where needed, but we are there to support the state, support the local governments, and help the private sector do things like restoring electricity, turning on the water, and making sure that the utilities are back online in a rapid fashion. But again, FEMA plays a supporting role. A lot of those are in the hands of the private sector.